Wow, this room looks different, doesn't it? Looks a little different. Okay. So first off, let's make sure. I've been having some weird issues. We've had a couple of power outages and internet's been funky. Computer's been funky. My habit has been. So let me know what's crack-a-lacking and if you can see any of this, because I don't even know if anybody's really watching. That's pretty much how that goes. But I will say this. This could be stressful or this could not be stressful. And that is the whole move of the aquariums. And yeah, I don't know. Oh, this is not very good. This is not very good. Okay, so I want to go over some things, but first, Super Chat is available. It's there. Doesn't mean you have to use it. But I mentioned that because instead of a Super Chat, somebody sent me this. These are awesome. So it's Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday from Tombstone. I know the person that sent them, so thank you very much, Rex. I greatly appreciate this. It's awesome. When you receive something out of the blue, it really is amazing. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but definitely cool. Although he said he was Wyatt Earp, so I guess that makes me Doc Holliday. And then something else came in the mail today, but I'm going to get to that in a moment. And get some Horse Soldier whiskey. I would love to, but I am moving here. So I'll give you kind of the run of events, and then this way you guys and girls can get an understanding of what's happening. Water's out. Tank is missing. I replaced it. Tank is there. Tank is there. This is going tomorrow. Somebody's coming to pick this up. Everything that's on it is theirs. It's gone. I won't have to worry about that. I've got the 220. I've got the Neptunian cube. And then I've got the Planet, what is it, 100-gallon? So I'm freaking out. I've got my main man, Radical Reef, showing up saying, hey, he hung out before. He's like, hey, dude, I'll come back. It'll be fun, and I can help you move. Holy cow, what the heck? So I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do it. I mean, that's perfectly fine. I'm cool if you're cool. And then I get a message about halfway through that confirmation to now, and it's Fab 4 Aquatics. And Fab 4 was like, hey, do you need another person? And I'm like, sure. I mean, if you want to come, man, that's awesome. I don't have another bed because everything's being moved. Totally cool. Flying in. But I just got notification the person is going to pick this up on Tuesday. I had thought Thursday, which is my fault. There's just a lot of things that are transpiring in my brain, and it's absolutely just chaotic. But my special guest is actually taking a nap right now. So he will not be joining. It is Liam. He said he was excited, and then, well, we went and got some Ninja Turtle things that hang on the wall for him, and he fell asleep. So when you have people come and help you move tanks, it relieves the stress, right? But logistically, you still need to get what you need to get done. And I'm at this point where I think I have it figured out. We brought 2 major loads, 2 car loads and a U-Haul trailer to the new house already. It's in the garage, wasn't allowed to move it in. Then when Liam goes back to his mom's on Sunday, we will take another load of mainly Liam stuff so that we can go early. He can set up his room, because he's really never got a chance to set up his room. He was born and a room was there, and then when we moved to Texas, we decorated it because he was so young. Now he's kind of in that zone of where he wants things and what he wants to do, and I want him to have that freedom, especially in this unique time, right? He's moving. he told me today, is it yesterday? He has 2 families, which is awesome. He's starting to understand. He's not upset about it. He has strong feelings, but overall, I think this is a good transition for him. But so we'll move a bunch of stuff up Sunday, and then 2 U-Hauls, and that's all. That's it. So when Fab 4 and Radical show up, we're moving all the tanks in one go. And those tanks will go, we'll set them up in their place, and we'll get them running. The fish will be in totes. It's a 4-hour drive there and then a 4-hour drive back. So my assumption is we would probably stay the night there. And then that following day, boom, back down, load up the big stuff, because there's not a ton of stuff left. I mean, it's, it'll have this shelf, the desk that I'm at, and then the couch and the TVs, and just not major stuff. And then the car will trail the U-Haul, and that should be everything. And then I should be fully operational in that home by July 5th. Ruben, I apologize. I don't think I have any Zet lights right now available, but let me show you what's going to make the process even less stressful of moving aquariums. Because the idea is it's a lot of preparation. It's a lot of what ifs. So as long as you have those things covered and you know exactly what's going to happen where, and you have a plan for if something bad should happen, then you're okay. So I've got turbo start nitrifying bacteria. I'm seeding actual filters. One of the major things for me is I have the 2 Whale 500s running on the Congo tank. By the way, they are, and this is not because I work with Sicce, they are 100% quieter than any other canister that I have ever used. When I turn off my fluvels, 0 noise is emitted from that aquarium. So it's amazing. What's going on, JH Aquatics? Dragon layers in the house. The chick black lid. So I'm going to open this package. This package is from my main man, Ted Judy, Custom Aquariums. If you haven't seen Custom Aquariums, check them out. You go after Custom Aquariums when you're looking at designing something that is complete spec to what you want, right? That's Custom Aquariums. Very overbuilt, very, very solid. Duct tape, man. Ted Judy in the house with the duct tape. We're going to saw this sucker open. Okay, so Ted sent me over some really fantastic tools. Whoops, Cichlids, the black hat for the other days where someone would get one of those. So the hat I was wearing the other day it was a limited edition through NorthFinUSA. I'm thinking about bringing some of that stuff back on YouTube where you can get all the merchandise. So I would just kind of look through that. So I thought he was going to send me a love note, but he did not. But the key to success in moving an aquarium is in this box. And it goes for any aquarium. I mean, not these small ones. It would make it really easy, but it's not needed. But, and I'm going to tell you a funny story here in a minute. These suction cups. So you'll see these a lot when folks are working with glass panels. They'll pop this on, give it a little and then boop, can pick up the glass panel, can hoist it over somewhere, get it where it needs to go. But this is ideal. It's also kind of a flash, maybe. I don't know. This is very nice, Ted Judy. Very nice. But no, I greatly appreciate this, him offering, because typically if you purchase a custom aquarium from Custom Aquariums, you can rent these to move your aquarium. Highly recommend it. I wasn't purchasing one at the time. And he's like, hey, I've got some you can borrow. What? Awesome. So he sends them to me. Now they're here. So let me give you a funny story. Ted Judy sent 4 of these, right? Boom, boom, lift the tank, go. This makes it a heck of a lot easier. If you don't think you can move a tank, a lot of it's up here. Because I can lift a tank. Now, sometimes there's some problems where you get, stuck on the lip of a stand or whatever the case is. But overall, I can move a 220. These are fantastic when you have 4, right? You got double grip. Well, 2 gentlemen, one of them that sent these amazing Funko Pops, came and he brought a friend. It was a mutual friend that I knew. And he borrowed suction cups from another mutual friend of all of ours. And this is why it's going to be so awesome moving back to Oklahoma, is there's a lot of folks that are in the aquarium hobby that have popped up, and I'm going to be living like right in the vicinity of them. Where here it's very hard. I'm an hour away from a lot of folks. And so it's going to be really neat to do that. So the gentleman he's with by the name of John comes down and he whips out the suction cup boxes and he walks into the house. I'm like, sweet, man, those are going to be a lifesaver moving this aquarium. It was only 2. So you were literally holding one and you were holding the other side of the aquarium. It becomes very difficult because you got the suction cup up here and you didn't put it low enough, and then your grip's down here, so you're all out of whack. But it was definitely comical to watch 3 grown men and then a 4th person try to jump in and help move the tank. It all went smooth. Nothing happened, but it's that idea of, holy crap, it's heavy, it's heavy, it's heavy. You got to get that out of your mind. You already know it's going to be heavy. Now it's just, we don't want to drop it. Let's get it to where it needs to go. So somebody just said, my new 180 from Custom Aquariums has been running for 3 weeks now. They're well built. I've been to the facility. It's wonderful. I've got a Neptunian cube, and then I've got a Universal Rocks, Universal Tank. And then I have a Planet Aquarium and then some Ultims. I'm hoping one day to have a custom aquarium. I'm hoping one day to potentially have a Red Sea reefer. I've got a water box that I'm probably going to drill here shortly. So we've got fish tank barn. I own suction cups. They're awesome. Come in handy when you need them. Absolutely. I don't need them often. So they're like $75 a pop. I was actually talking to Tanner from Serpa Design, and he was like, dude, they're like $75 a pop. And I'm, crap, man, this is a lot of money just for 1 or 2 uses. So if you can collaborate with some folks, it'd be great. But yeah, moving the aquarium is going to be much easier, not only with 2 folks, but for this awesome gift that was lent to me from Ted Judy. I can do either day. I work with what's best for you, Jay. No, I mean, I appreciate that. So SJP is the one that's getting this. And Tuesday works perfectly fine. It really does. I got my days mixed up, and it actually gives me more time to do some of the things that I need to do anyway. So that's good. Some other things I want to talk to you folks about is I'm in the talks with Bullfrog Aquatics out of Oklahoma City. And I know the gentleman that owns it. He's awesome. He's in the industry. He has got some really cool business model where he does hot tubs. And I'm working with him for a pond. And I don't know how fast that will happen, but that is something that I would like to do. So I posted a video, if you want to go back on Sunday. It was a quick little video I posted. I think it's like 7 minutes. I show you the layout of the new office for myself. It's got these barn doors. Please do me a favor, check it out. Share the video. And somebody made a comment, which I know this person, and they weren't coming at it maliciously, but they said, you should probably not set up so many aquariums and only do it for yourself since you're going to be moving in a year. The funny thing is I'm actually decreasing the amount of aquariums that I have going into that home. So I'm only going to have the Neptunian cube, which will be up and running, and we'll have fish. I've got my Tropheus Garden Eye tank. I have the Congo tank. Okay. All of these are going. And then I'll have my water box that I'm going to drill and combine my saltwater tank that I have now. That's it. So minimize dramatically the amount of aquariums that I'm going to have in that house, which is why I want to set up a pond, because I think it would be really cool as an outdoor feature. That is, the way I'm doing it is it will not be dug. so I can drain it and then move it. I have drill bits if you want me to bring them. For doing the tank, sir, the conversion kit that I'm getting, hold on, I have a special guest. Here, Bubba. It's okay. It's okay. You want hugs? There you go. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Okay. All right. So we were napping in the car, but we're just going to kind of rest here for a minute, and then Daddy's going to finish, okay? And then we'll go play trucks. You're all right. So, folks, there's a lot of stuff that has to be done. We're going to get it done. I've got Radical Reefs, Fab 4. I've got my little duty right here, always willing to help out. And you just got to plan it out and not rush. You can't rush something like this. And, you know, one of the things that I want to do at the pond, like I was talking about, is I want it to be mobile so that I can take it down and then get it moved to the final home. And so I don't like to live in a place, even if it's only for a year, and only live in it halfway. I want to feel comfortable. I don't want to have things all over the place or things that I didn't set up. I don't like that. And I don't think it would be good for him either, because it won't feel full, right? And I need that for my sanity. And I just think it would be a much better thing for my situation. So Radical Reefs, I will not need the drill bits because the eShops kit that I'm getting comes with it all. Bahama Llama Coral, what is going up? Folks, if you have not subscribed to Bahama Llama Coral, do so. Dude's amazing. He's a radio personality, and he does some awesome videos specifically on saltwater. So does anybody have any questions before I digress to two more things, and then we're probably going to wrap it up if there's no more questions, because he takes precedence over pretty much everything. If he was not having this right now, we would be gone. Trinity Phoenix, how is it going? Thank you very much. So one of the things I want to do is, and I don't know how this plays out, but when I get into the new place and I get everything set up, I want to do something for everyone that super chats, whether it's $1, whether it's $1 billion, it does not matter. I want to pay homage to that, because I think that is something that's missed. It's just like, thanks for the super chat, bro. Thanks for the super chat. Awesome super chat. That's great, but I want folks to know that it truly means something. So I don't know if I should write everyone's name on the inside of that aquarium, right on the inside of the door, and the day they super chatted, because ultimately you folks are propelling what I'm doing. You come and you watch the shenanigans, you have fun, and it means a lot. So if somebody's going to super chat, they're taking time out of their day to be there, and then on top of it, they're providing a donation of whatever it is for whatever it is. And I don't think it just staying at the top is worth it. And so maybe we can come up with some really cool ideas. We've got the Facebook group, the Aquatic Lounge, if you want to pop in there. I think I'm going to ask the question, but I thought about doing like a board and writing it down. I can do it over the aquarium, but I want it to be permanent, right? I want it to evolve. So that's why I thought about that white stand, but you won't be able to see it. And I think that detracts from what I want to do. Could be a t-shirt where I write everybody's name on it, whatever it is. And it's just something to give homage back. So, I mean, just like Ruben, thank you for, like, I truly appreciate that a lot. And, for that fact, I want Ruben's name to be somewhere. Like, he's super chatted, and I greatly appreciate that. And it's not that we need it to happen. It's just like when you go out and you hand somebody a couple bucks, or you have 2 cheeseburgers and you give somebody a cheeseburger, like that happens a lot, and it's never ever talked about. And that person that does it and you see it, who do you tell? 1 or 2 people? That person just potentially change somebody's life or help that person get through that day. And I think that needs to be celebrated a little bit more. And so that's why I want to do something that way. I wish there was like this just carved white fish that was matte or even whatever color, and I can spray it matte, and then I can write everybody's name on it with a permanent marker. Best of luck with the move. Hope everything goes smooth for you. Your videos are informative and fun and much appreciated. I greatly appreciate it. The last few videos were not great. Clearly they were not. And they're not always going to be full jam-packed of information and full jam-packed of fish. There's going to be videos where I need help. There's going to be videos where I showcase something or show you, like in the last one where I'm doing a walkthrough of the house. There's nothing in it. I'm not doing it to showboat anything. I'm doing it because I have a problem making decisions like that I don't want to regret. So if I can get as much input as I can, I'm still going to make the decision for me. But at the same time, at least I have all of these inputs to help me make my best judgment call. The second, what size are you getting water box? Actually, I already have it. It's a water box. It's a freshwater one, so that's why I'm drilling it. It's 24 by 18 by 18. I think that's the size. It's great. Honestly, it's a cool little tank. We'll see how it goes once I drill it. I hope I don't mess that up. But the second really neat thing is I wanted to turn that one aquarium that I sold, which was better that I sold it, because I have 0 room at the new place. And I wanted to do some vivariums. The smaller vivariums are great. They can be placed in the garage on a rack. They can be placed in Liam's room on a rack, and he can see them and spray them and take care of them. We can put them. Matter of fact, I just have a great idea. So I'm going to line these up on this stand that we got him. And I wanted to do something that incorporated some really cool, diverse style creativity and wildlife. And so I'm working with a specific company for a specific size paludarium. And it's going to be 48 inches left to right, 36 inches tall, and 24 inches deep. It'll have a stand and a canopy and filtration and awesome lighting. And the idea is to create an environment inside that is nice to look at. I can put tropical plants up top, maybe some tree frogs and some lizards. And then down at the bottom, we can do some fish. And this whole thing is not just for me. Joe Leone, thank you very, very much. This whole thing is not just for me. It's also for this little dude. And although he doesn't look at him all the time, he does check him out. Today he walked in and said, "Hey, can I feed the fish?" He walks into the other room. "Can I feed the fish?" He wants to look at him. "Oh, hey, that fish got big." He pays attention. And when people say, "Oh, my kid's not interested," Daryl, thank you again. I greatly appreciate these super chats. They do mean a lot. He is actually receiving the information. And it was funny, today we were watching Despicable Me, and he kept asking over and over again what the minions' names were. And I kept telling him minion. It wasn't because he thought it was funny. It's because he was processing who they were, what they were doing. He liked it, but it's that level of intelligence that they're carrying over to aquariums, vivariums, you working on your car, you working on your house. And so I'm going to digress to that. Whenever you have your grandkids, your kids, whoever it is present with you, teach them. Don't talk to them like they're 3 years old. Talk to them in the manner in which you are working. He's got his own little tool set. He helps me wash the car. He helps me do the aquariums. He knows filter maintenance. I don't make him do any of this. But when he's asking over and over again, he's very receptive. He said, "Why is that fish red? Why is that fish blue?" as adults, we can step back and go, oh my God, so many questions. But he doesn't know. He doesn't, like today he said, who made the clouds? So I gave him my best judgment call on who made the clouds. But then I taught him how clouds formed. And that's what we're missing. We're giving them one thing and we're out. Like, oh, the fish is red because it's red. Well, no, why is it red? Maybe do some research, learn something for yourself that you can pass on to them. And hopefully we can get to this point where if you do have a daughter, you do have a son, and they see how much you enjoy what it is you're doing, they're going to want to do it too. But when you're throwing stuff and hoses and you're kicking things and you're swearing or you're saying uglies, whatever it is, they're probably not going to want to participate in what you're doing, and they may never find it enjoyable. But I let him do his own thing. He sees his shrimp tank, which he doesn't realize I'm going to change up because it's just completely outgrown itself. And we can then allow them on their own time and their own speed to find a new hobby or enjoy just hanging out with you while you enjoy what you enjoy doing. And that to me is a huge win, because you could be outside all day playing and you can then teach based on what they learned from aquariums. So when they do get into school or they're in school and they get to subjects where things may have been foreign to them, they're now understanding much faster. He wants to know why I check the water, why I have droppers, why I press buttons, why I have chemicals. And it's not just because they're super inquisitive, but their minds are sponges. So we really have to cater to that aspect of it. So the two little crazy things are the super chat. What should I do? For these three gentlemen, Ruben, Joe, and Daryl, what would you like in terms of paying homage back for you to, for me to recognize what you've done? Is it writing your names on the inside of that aquarium? Is it finding a large fish and spray painting it matte white and then writing the names of everybody on it? Is it a poster that I write everybody's names on it? What is it? What would you like to see? And if you don't want to answer here, you don't have to. You could check out the Facebook group, The Aquatic Lounge, or you can direct message me on Instagram or on Facebook. So folks, remember, whatever it is you do, have a little bit of patience, which I lack sometimes. Prepare. So it's a 5 P's: prior planning prevents poor performance. You can add a 6th one if you add PISS. But prior planning does prevent poor performance. And so the idea for moving these aquariums is I've worked it out, multiple times. I've talked it out back and forth. I said, what should we do? What do you think the best case is? I've talked to Radical Reefs about it. I've talked to Fab4 about it. Oh, whatever, we're here to help. So the idea is I have to have all of it tracked so that when I pick up this U-Haul, it's minimize waste and maximize so-called profitability in terms of what it is we're doing. A holoplaque moving fund. Thank you very much, Fish Tank Barn. Maybe I will get, that's a good idea, actually. Maybe I'll get 2 of them. Good idea, Fish Tank Barn. His idea is a plaque, but I think what I'm going to do is just kind of get like a poster size, and I'll put Holla in the middle, and then I'll write everybody's names around it. I'll get 2 of them, so this way, if I do run out of room, it evenly looks good left and right. And if the person has a sticker, and I have that sticker, I can put the sticker on there instead of their name. So that was a great idea, Fish Tank Barn, and I think I'm going to run with that based on space. Ruben said, for me, there's no need to be recognized. Just wanted to help out a friend. Ruben, I do. I appreciate that. Look at his face. Honestly, it's awesome. I love it. Maybe a cool piece of wood where you burn the names in. Let's make this really cool. Okay, well, I don't have a wood burning kit, and I don't think I have a big enough piece of wood to put in that house. How you deal with the media filter in a canister filter when moving the house. So I'm going to do a whole video that will come out, but the idea is I'm actually moving that filter and getting it to its location within 4 hours. So it'll be hooked right back up. So yeah, a lot has to be done. I'm also going to film my follow-up video for the whale probably tomorrow to get it out on Sunday. And that will be the 30-day plus review of the Whale 500. You're going to be pleasantly surprised and maybe disappointed in some aspects. But overall, I think it's going to be a really good video. I've got the whole outline ready. And then as I go with this move, I'll film the moving part, and I'm going to film the highs and I'm going to film the lows. And so you're going to see firsthand how easy it is, how hard it is, and logistically when things change. But the major thing is to protect the glass and arrive alive. So thank you so much for taking time out of your day. I'm going to go lay on the couch with this guy. I've got to finish some work after he wakes up, but these snuggles, I guess, are hard to come by as they get older, is what they say. So I need to absorb this, but I greatly appreciate you taking the time out of your day, out of your week. I hope whatever it is you're going through, doesn't matter. It's Wednesday. You can deal with the politics. You can deal with the social media stuff. You can deal with the negativity. You can deal with whatever it is that's being thrown at your way. But there's some things you have to remember. You have a purpose. You have to find that purpose, and then you have to do everything in your power to get to that purpose. That's really what it is. Every day you wake up is legitimately a gift. There are people that go to bed and don't know if they're going to wake up in the morning. You have an opportunity. It doesn't matter where you're from, this whole thing of, whatever the case is, you have an opportunity. Sometimes it's harder than someone else from somewhere else in some other country, in some other city, town, county. Does not matter. Everyone has an opportunity. There will be adversity along the way. Some harder than others, some not so hard. But we have to grow through what we go through. And if you are growing as you're going through whatever it is, financial instability, you want to be financially stable. There's going to be some things that you're going to have to cut in order to get to that end goal. Xbox Live is going to have to go. The extra media pack, the Netflix, a lot of that stuff has to go. Maybe it's a relationship with your children. Maybe the phone has to go down. Maybe it's a realization that you need to play trucks or dolls or kitchen or wash a car with them. Maybe it's being closer to family. Instead of texting or putting a status up, call them. Go over there. What happened to that? But whatever you're going through, you're not alone. There's always somebody somewhere that is going through something very similar or has gone through something similar. The one piece of advice I can give you is if you cannot help anybody while you're going through your situation, nobody's asking you to. But when it's over, do me a favor. Keep your ears out. And when somebody is going through something very similar and they need help, lend them a hand, an ear, some guidance, something. Because what you made through, or what you have ended up getting through, somebody may be just starting and doesn't believe that it's going to allow them to get through fully intact. It's pretty simple science. Once you get there, turn around and help some folks with you. If we did a lot more of this, we would find that it would be a little bit better socially. But rest assured that the world is not as grave and dark as it's perceived to be in this current moment. Whether you live in the center of the United States or you live as far as Beijing, we only see what they give us. It's the same thing with our lives. We only see what people allow us to see. So if you're going through something heavy, I'm here. I may not be able to help you right away, but I'll do my best to make sure that I can give you the best possible information. Maybe it works for you, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it gives you a different perspective and you can take that with you through your obstacle. And then when you get through it, you turn around and you help somebody else. It's a pretty cool cycle. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting this channel and getting me through a lot of crazy things and allowing me to keep fish and talk about it. Craigers Fish, you know what's next. Holla!